Hello everyone, my name is Heimer, and today I would like to talk about the quiet sadness of Pomni's dejected grief, an introspection of forlornness in animated cinemas. Oh sorry, I just took a bong rip. Amazing Digital Circus is about a nightmare scenario that we've all thrown of ourselves in some way or another, as I feel. Based on the hit comic book series I Have No Mouth and I Must Scream, the titular Pomni finds herself in this scenario. Pomni is awash in a world of a digital variety, in a colorful cast of characters who don't seem to act all that nice to her. This causes immediate distress for our heroine, as it seems that everyone around her seems to cause upon her immediate grief, and they don't seem all too dissatisfied with how she reacts. And why would they? She appears as an appearance of a dejected-like character. This is of course against her will, but it doesn't stop all the other funny characters trying to seek comfort from her, in the form of jokes or other such tomfooleries.
Oh, I cannot stand this blight living in our house for so long.
Oh, sorry about the noise. My parents are fighting again. It's probably about me, so I just choose to ignore it. But most of the time, since these other characters are unusually cruel, they find a sort of comedic relief from her suffering, and I don't quite understand that. There's a sense of mourning about her poignancy that follows her sorrow everywhere she goes. Because no matter how much she wants to live up with these expectations, which I don't think she really much wants to do it, this causes great discomfort for the Pomni, because she simply isn't that gal, I think. She is not a gestured individual, she is but a humble office ant, struck upon this mysterious new world. Sorry, that was just the sound of me heating up my crack pipe. Nonetheless, she, Pomni, perseveres because she, Pomni, has to remain irresolute in the face of this sorry, my seasons get up in the hay fever this time of years is. Back to where we were. Because she has to, Pomni I mean, has to stay resolute in the face of this melancholy absolutism. But there are moments when the world clearly loves her. For instance, not all of these characters are so bad. The one that dresses in a pink and blue uniform, known as Ragatha, the one who is a Dalit-like entity, seems to show comfort and calm Pomni. But the sense of relief Pomni feels from this Raggedy Ann is only short-lived, as she has to come to terms with the fact that Pomni isn't all that nice, really, and causes the Dalit entity to face innumerable suffering time and again. They still remain friends, though, because that's how the girls work, I thinks. Another example is in episode 3, when they go to the Gook Gook Gumble Gumdrop Kingdom and find a strange Australian-type creature. At first the two are at odds. It turns the two being Pomni and the Gumbledrop-type Australian creature. They find themselves coming to an agreement when they have no-clipped outside of reality. I read on the wiki that no-clipping comes from video games. I have not played one, but I would like to someday. Regardless, they find themselves in a very creative scenario where they are in what is known as a no-bug room filled with the NPC characters. This upsets the Australian Gumbledrop-type creature, because he's an NPC-type character. His world gets flipped upside down, and Pomni must prevent him from... Pomni must prevent him from doing something I'm not allowed to talk about for some reason. I gotta stop laughing real quick. Oh, I love smoking my weed fragments and cracked jewels. Despite 3 episodes and like 60 minutes passing, Pomni is no better a conversationalist than when she started out. She is able to give little comfort to the Gumble Australian-type creature, causing more distress for both parties. That is why, as a last resort, Pomni relents. It offers the Gumble-type creature to come to her world, one that is not so much real anyway, but still feels more real than this Gumble Kingdom in which the NPC person lives. Pomni and this gumble creature go back to the circus world. Alas, the evil Cain, as was depicted in the Bible, kills the gumble drop. Not even other creatures are able to feel the faint sense of relief that Pomni does in the circus world of it. She feels comfort knowing that there are lesser beings than her that face such punishments, yet she is scared, because what if she is one of them lesser beings? Does she feel sadness from this gumble-type character being eviscerated in a mere blink of a twink? Who knows? I haven't watched the whole series.
That disgusting creature that's been living in our basement for 37 years!
It really do seem like the world is out to get her being Pomni. In episode 2, we go to this Wendy's type establishment, and the mean ribbon girl or boy or they gives them many forms of grief. This reminds me very much so of when I worked at a Wendy's type establishment myself. The day-to-day unrealities of mopping the floors and listening to the general public, of whom I'm not too fond of it because they seem not too fond of me. It greatly upset me to be reminded of this place in this episode, but it also provided a sense of comfort in my dejected grief to see another type of creature like it me to experience this experience. This is all to say, Pomni is put into hyper-reality realism scenarios. I see much of myself in this Pomni, and much like Pomni, there are various devils and cretins who wish to make her life more difficult than it needed to be. There is this purple guy named Ajax who makes the regular horrors of Pomni's new pig life lifestyle unbearable. I am not too very fonded of this purple guy. Oh, how I wish he were not in the show. He makes everything so difficult for every character, not just Pomni. The way she treats this gestured character, I do not find very funny. Oh, sorry, that is just me sharpening my heroin needle. I understand, however, why this purple guy must exist. Otherwise, where would the trials be for Pomni to overcome so she could become a good person like me? A television show must have adversaries for the protagonist, otherwise it wouldn't be much of a show. That is not like our reality, so why should this unreality also be like this? It's just a quiet sadness I feel. This can also be noted in the beach episode, with Pomni being uncomfortable in her skin. Whilst just on the beach, Pomni experiences a form of body dysmorphia that I'm sure we all do. The feeling of being looked upon by the savage masses and feeling bad for one's skin is something I find highly relatable. However, this is one aspect where mine and Pomni's worlds diverge, because I could never understand how such any animal could be upset living in her gleaming body. How anyone could be mad with her whitened skin, her big crab-like eyes, her reddened cheeks, and big and World of Warcraft style elbows and shoulders and knee pads. The way her spindly limbs move about the gallant beach, it is as if a noble steed were clubbing upon the great outdoors of central Mongolia. I could not ever imagine a day where I could be ever displeased as Pomni is if I were to be inside of her bodies for one single moment. Oh dear, there appears to be multiple police officers and police cars outside my abode. It is a good thing that I am trapped behind multiple barricades so that I may continue my video reflection in peace. I sympathize not being comfortable in one's skin. In saying this, however, but Pomni's gives Mises a sense of comfort just by seeing her perfect body. Though I desire nothing more than to have a body like Pomni's does, is Pomni still experiences the same sadness of heterochromia as I do. I feel this at all hours of the day also. This is quite why I like the Imagining Digital Circus, because I can both experience the same sadness that Pomni does, while also being able to ogle such a fine specimen as her. I imagine if we both were in the animal kingdom, we would both be destined soulmates in the noble jungle, and our progeny would live on in dynamic dimorphism honor. I really do hope that one day I could have a body as nimble and lean and perfect as hers. Oh sorry, my leftover bacon fat just got done heating up in the microwave. In this way, she is both relatable and unrelatable. Kind of like a quiet sadness caused by dejected grief, culminating in a fella like me feeling an introspection of forlornness. Anyhow, that is my video reflection. Thank you for watching.
Please search warrant, open the door now!
Huh?
Hang on, Aston! Oh my god, the shotgun blast just bounced off his head!
I told you I was recording today. Please be nice and respect my privacy and close my door.
The drugs are over there in the corner. Take them and leave me alone.
Anyway, thank you for watching upon my video reflection. If you enjoyed my genius musing, tell me who you want me to pontificate on in the comment section. I'll be sure to read every comment. I try to read as much as I can every day. That is why I read manhwa and scroll TikToks. It causes me to read many words. I read more words of books than my average brothers, I think, and yet I am still clowned upon all these times. That reminds me of Pomni.